Welcome to AI World TV, your go-to destination for everything artificial intelligence. Discover the captivating landscape of AI, where advanced technology finds real-life application. Subscribe to AI World TV for webzine articles, reports, podcasts, videos, live events, and latest trends. Hear from top industry leaders and discover how AI is transforming industries and our daily lives.
Okay, so let's dive in then.
Right.
I mean, you hear about it constantly, right? All the amazing stuff AI is doing every single day.
Absolutely. Things like powering autonomous systems, running real-time analytics.
Yeah, huge data sets. And then there's generative AI, ChatGPT creating text or code. It really feels like, well, the digital magic sometimes.
It does. And you often hear this described as like a whole new industrial age, driven by algorithms, machine learning.
Processing data on a scale we've just never seen before. Exactly. But if you sort of peel back those layers, the layers of the digital magic, you find something, well, incredibly basic powering it all.
Energy,
yeah. And specifically, as this article we're looking at today points out, it's about having clean, stable, and always-on energy.
Right. It's not just a background thing anymore.
No, it's positioned as the actual fuel for this whole new algorithmic economy.
Yeah, the article calls it the invisible infrastructure of this digital revolution, which I think is a great way to put it.
It is, because without that reliable power, scaling up AI, building more data centers, the whole digital future we talk about.
It just doesn't happen. It can't happen.
So the source material for this deep dive today, it's an article from AI World Journal, and it focuses specifically on powering the data center of the future.
And it really hammers home this energy dependency point.
It does. It highlights how energy's gone from just being, a necessary cost to maybe the actual lifeblood of the AI age.
That's the term they use, yeah. Lifeblood.
Okay, so that brings us to our mission for this deep dive then. We want to unpack this article, really understand why energy is suddenly so front and center, and look at one company in particular that this piece highlights as kind of a foundational force here, Constellation Energy.
Right. The article really positions Constellation as maybe a key player that's sort of quietly fueling this whole revolution.
Silently fueling it, yeah.
Because with data centers and AI workloads just exploding, the demand for power, and specifically reliable power, has just gone through the roof.
Yes, and the article is very specific here. It's talking about the energy needed behind the giants, The companies running ChatGPT, Meta, Microsoft, all those huge platforms. They don't just need any old power. They need what the article calls carbon-free, always-on electricity.
And that's exactly the niche or the gap the article says Constellation is filling.
How so?
Well, it describes them as America's largest producer of carbon-free power.
America's largest. Okay, that's a pretty big claim. What kind of scale are we talking about, and what's in their mix, according to the article?
So the piece goes into their operational fleet. It includes nuclear, solar, wind, hydro.
Okay.
Altogether, it's over 32,400 megawatts of capacity. But a really crucial point the article emphasizes is the role of their nuclear fleet within that mix.
Right. Why nuclear? Why is that highlighted as being so important for AI data centers specifically?
Well, the key difference, as the article explains, it really boils down to reliability.
Reliability, okay.
Yeah, unlike some renewables, which can be intermittent, right? Depends on the sun shining or the wind blowing.
It varies.
Exactly, variable. But Constellation's nuclear fleet, that provides constant, clean baseload power, just steady, 20/47.
Ah, okay. So it's that consistency. That's what data centers crave.
Precisely. They need that consistent supply to keep everything running without any interruption whatsoever. The article stresses that.
Okay, now here's something that really jumped out from the article. It mentions strategic partnerships. Constellation has been forming with some major tech companies.
Yeah, that's a big part of the story they tell.
Who are they working with?
So just this year, the article notes a pretty significant 20-year deal they signed with Meta.
20 years, wow.
Yeah, and this deal is specifically to provide over 1,100 megawatts of emissions-free nuclear energy from their Clinton Clean Energy Center in Illinois, I believe.
Okay, Meta locking down nuclear power for 2 decades. That really tells you something about the...
You are listening to the AI World Podcast, your trusted source for the latest innovations, insights, and trends in artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and decentralized technologies. Each episode features expert interviews, engaging discussions, and in-depth analysis of how AI transforms industries worldwide. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest articles and exclusive reports from the AI World Journal, covering everything from emerging technologies to industry breakthroughs. For more news, global events, and access to AI World Society circle gatherings, visit us at aiworld.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed, stay connected, and be part of the AI revolution with AI World Lounge.
The long-term
Thank you
thinking
for
around
listening.
Stable, clean energy for this sector.
It absolutely does. And the article also mentions this follows an earlier agreement they made with Microsoft.
Ah, okay.
So it kind of positions Constellation as becoming a preferred clean energy supplier for, as the article puts it, the world's largest cloud and AI players. The way the piece frames it is basically as data centers are scrambling to expand for AI.
Which they are, rapidly.
Constellation is stepping in to become like their fundamental energy heartbeat.
Energy heartbeat. I like that phrasing. It's powerful. And it seems like the market is noticing this strategic position. The article mentions their recent market performance.
Oh, it does, yeah. The report points out that Constellation stock, ticker CE, it's become something of a Wall Street favorite lately. As of when the article was published, around June 2025, the share price was hovering around $313. That gives the company a market cap near $98 billion.
$98 billion. That definitely signals some serious investor confidence in their role, doesn't it?
It really does. And the growth numbers cited are pretty eye-popping. Year-to-date gain over 40% and something like 91% growth through 2024.
Wow.
Yeah. And the article also notes that top analysts, from firms like UBS, Guggenheim, Wells Fargo, they're rating CE as a buy.
And what's their reasoning, according to the piece?
They're citing strong fundamentals, obviously, but also what they see as this kind of unique strategic advantage empowering all this AI-driven growth.
Right. Being in the right place at the right time with the right kind of energy.
Essentially, yes. That's the argument.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. Taking this AI World Journal article as a whole, what does it all really suggest about how we should maybe think about the AI revolution itself?
Well, I think it fundamentally pulls the focus back to the basics.
Yeah.
To the foundational needs. As AI, automation, cloud services, they all keep expanding so fast. The article makes this really clear assertion. Electricity is the new oil.
Electricity is the new oil. That's a heck of a comparison. Really makes you think about resource dependency.
It does. And then, kind of following that analogy, the article suggests that carbon-free nuclear power, specifically, that's like the premium blend required for this new age.
Premium blend. Okay.
Yeah.
Premium because it's clean, but maybe even more importantly because of that reliability factor we talked about.
Precisely. That reliability factor of Constellation's power, especially the nuclear component, is just hammered home again and again.
Right.
It provides that critical uptime for data infrastructure that, and this is a direct quote, I think, simply can't go down.
Simply can't go down. That really captures the stakes, doesn't it?
It does. Whether it's powering, advanced quantum labs or just providing stability for the whole AI economy, the conclusion the article draws is that Constellation Energy isn't just acting like a traditional utility anymore.
How are they framing it then?
They're framing it as essential infrastructure for the future that's being built.
Okay. So let's try and wrap this up then. The big takeaway here seems to be that this AI revolution, it's not just happening up in the cloud in the world of algorithms and data.
No, it's deeply grounded. Grounded in a very real, very physical, and frankly, massive need for reliable, clean energy.
Which makes the companies that provide that specific kind of energy, like Constellation, as highlighted in this article, absolutely foundational.
Foundational infrastructure for the future.
Yeah, that strategic importance of just having constant carbon-free power for these data centers, the ones forming the bedrock of the AI age. You really can't overstate it based on this source.
No, you can't. Companies like Constellation are positioned, according to this piece, as just critical players.
Yeah, the article definitely makes you connect those dots. That dependency is key, which kind of leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. Something directly from the insights in this article.
Great.
If electricity really is the new oil for this AI age we're entering, and these critical data centers powering everything need energy that simply can't go down, what does that fundamental requirement actually tell you about the foundational challenges, about the dependencies, and about the critical infrastructure needs of this whole AI-driven future that's being built? right now.
Yeah. Where's that power coming from? And how reliable is it really?
Exactly. Something to think about.
The future of artificial intelligence is unfolding, and it's happening at AI World Week, the flagship global event for innovation, collaboration, and transformation. This flagship global AI event is designed to connect visionary leaders, trailblazing entrepreneurs, and influential thinkers to explore the endless possibilities of AI. Experience groundbreaking technology that redefines industries and inspires progress. Join thought-provoking discussions on ethical AI, digital equity, and the transformative role of technology in our world. Build meaningful connections that catalyze innovation and drive impact. AI World Week is powered by AI World Society, a global movement dedicated to advancing AI responsibly and ensuring it serves humanity. Together, we're shaping a smarter, more inclusive, and equitable future. Continue your journey beyond the event with the AI World Journal, offering expert insights, in-depth analysis, and the latest trends shaping the AI landscape. This is your opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to transform the world with AI. AI World Week. We invite you to join us and embrace the AI revolution.